Israeli propaganda is getting very desperate and messy, so this is top 3 most failed attempts at propaganda by the Israeli government. Stick around for top 1. Coming in at number 3, they posted on their Twitter that they delivered medical supplies to Al Shifa Hospital. Let's see. So beside the fact that they were lunging around these boxes like they were empty, because they were, on top of that, they printed out these last-minute labels from Microsoft Word, and you have to ask yourself, if Israelis speak Hebrew and Palestinians speak Arabic, then why is this in English? And when you think about it for long enough, this is meant to show the West that they are the good guys. In addition to that, the hospital staff even told reporters that they received no such supplies. Coming in at number 2 is the calendar, where Hamas members were writing down their names, taking turns looking after hostages. If you look closely, anybody who can read Arabic, which is clearly not this guy, can tell you that this is just a regular calendar with the days of the week on it. So unless these Hamas members were called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this is not real. And coming in at number 1 has to be the nurse from Gaza.
Allah, I can't believe I'm doing this. But the world has to know what Hamas is making here. They're taking over the entire hospital. They're taking over the fuel.
Wow, I don't even know where to start. Aside from the fact that this is a clear Israeli accent and her Arabic is horrible, her gloves are oversized and her gloves are clean, and the cherry on top, they sent this video to the actual staff of the hospital and no one recognized her. If you have to lie this hard for people to believe you, you're clearly in the wrong.
The Israelis today with their propaganda claiming that they are delivering medical supplies to Gaza. Look at this. This is Gaza and this is them. Oh wow, look how noble with their tank in the background, machine guns. Oh, and it's written in English too, just in case. They think you're stupid enough to believe their propaganda.
If the paper labels that are on the boxes that are in fucking Gaza are in English, it's not for the IOF troops, it's not for the Palestinians, it's for you. It's so you can read it and you get good fifis in your tum-tum about what's going on over there, even though it's a fucking genocide. This is propaganda day 1 shit, bro. Come on.
That was staged 100%, because if you're following along on Telegram, you'll see that Dr. Khalid Abu Sahru spoke with Al Arabi TV and stated that the IOF went into their basement, took the water cases that were already there, slapped paper labels on the boxes to rebrand it, and gave it back to them for show to say they gave them humanitarian aid to the rest of the world. But that's not what happened. It was pure propaganda, purely staged, all for show. Free Palestine.
I'm sorry, but I cannot believe, and neither should you, the degree of Israeli propaganda. Like, just listen to this. So in 2015, IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces, they published PR photos of an Israeli soldier serving water to an old Palestinian woman, Ghalia Abu Rida, and she was executed at close range after this fucking picture was published. They posted this, they gave her the water, they took the picture being very sympathizing and wow, amazing, and then they fucking killed her. They literally executed her at a close range. And if this doesn't show you exactly what type of state Israel is, then you should really question, because this is exactly what propaganda is happening in the Zionist world. It is depicting the, all-time amazing state that is taking care of people, and that the terrorists are actually the Muslims and the Arabs. But in reality, that's what's been happening. When the cameras turn on, all of a sudden, everything changes. But when they're off, this is what happens. And this has happened multiple accounts, especially since October 7th. So just to remind you, this is Israeli propaganda. Don't fall for it. We all know what's happening behind the curtains. We can see the videos. We have modern day journalism right now, creators like me who are exposing the truth. So if you want more fucking truth like that, follow me.
You see this photo of this IDF soldier helping an elderly man in Gaza? Well, this photo was used throughout Israeli media to show how grounded and empathetic the IDF is. After they took this photo, they shot this old man twice in the back and took his life. Please don't let the Israeli government profit off of this innocent man's soul.
Did you see what the Israeli army did in Gaza?
No.
Oh my God. They stood by and secured humanitarian passage for Palestinians to safely evacuate to the south of Gaza.
Wow, that is so nice of them. I'm gonna forget the part where they're being forced out of their homes because of the indiscriminate bombings of Israel. I'm gonna forget that part. I'm gonna also forget the part that they try to escape and then they got bombed on the evacuation routes. I'm gonna forget that part too, because that was really, really sweet of them. Like, I think I'm gonna forget that part. I'm also forget the ambulances that were taking sick and injured people to the Rafah border that were bombed recently. I'm gonna forget that part. That was very sweet of them.